Hey guys, as you can see, the ray of light is coming down from my window. As a shark, it's natural that I'm a true savior. But the recordings didn't record, or the replays didn't record. So I did some knockout matches to make up for it. Now, this is going to be the best brothers I'm going to tell you for the only match. So enjoy some gameplay in the background. Hank is number one. Without question, Hank is number one with Byron. Hank himself can shred the only boss. Crow can as well, but what's the problem with Crow? Sometimes you're not going to get your super on time or your hypercharge go away notification. You're not going to get your super on time or your hypercharge quickly enough so that you can evade the attacks with Crow. Hank, on the other hand, you can heal, you can tank with so much of his HP. You instantly get your super right away, you get your hypercharge right away, and you do so much damage in an instant. There is a catch. You have to get close to the Genji robot, which sucks because you have to go close range. And when you go close range, the only boss will knock Hank back. But even then, you would beat the only boss in like 2 minutes. There's someone in, well, I saw a clip of someone using Hank, 8-Bit, and Byron. They did it in like the last phase of the only boss in like 1 minute and 30 seconds. That tells you how much Hank is good. So you want, well, you want to use the best team, I would say Hank and Byron, and then some other third brother like Rubs, 8-Bit, Angelo to act as a support damage. Now for the rest of the good brothers, the best brother, Crow. Crow is a very good damage dealer, same as Tick. They both excel in damage, but they do have their weaknesses. As Tick, you have to have a teammate to get rid of the robots that the only boss spawns. You must get rid of those for Tick to excel. But Tick himself will be good anyway. And Crow, he is very good, but most of the time you'll end up being a spectator with Crow. And sometimes you even feel like that you're not going to use your hypercharge super a lot because of Kenji's bullets, or the green arrows that Kenji, well, the only boss, shoots out around. That does way too much damage for Crow. And if you mess up a little bit, you can get damage while supering with Crow's super. While you're doing your hypercharge or your regular super. That is not good because you're up against the clock. So I would suggest Tick over Crow, because Tick, you're able to stay alive way longer with Tick and guarantee with more damage. Now for my second best brother, or third best brother, Spike and Nita. You've seen my completion of the event. I used Spike, and then the randoms were another Spike and 8-bit. I mostly did most of the tanking as Spike. As Spike, you can just go sit in a corner with the robot. You and the robot can do your thing while your teammates, 8-bit, Rod, Piper, Angelo, Jesse, who else could be good? Bo, Piper, Pearl, Bell. A lot of good damage dealers can stay back while you, as Spike, can just sit in the corner and tank. As well as Nita. Nita can also do that job, but as Nita, you really want to be in a corner, in an actual corner where the walls speak together. For Spike, you just have to be next to a indestructible wall, and you should be a-okay. Same as Nita, but for Nita, just be exactly at a corner. Maybe me moving around the map would be good. As Spike, you can just go right here in the corner, in the wall, and just tank all the shots. You're a-okay. For Nita, you'll probably want to be like here or there. And those types of corners for Nita. Here as well will work. Because Nita's bears can sometimes aggro the Kenji boss, which will lead the Kenji boss away from the bears, towards the bears, and instead of you as Nita. So you'll be on the corner, on Nita, and Spike on a wall. And then if you're using a Nita or a Spike and you're playing with your friends, you can have a 8-bit, Jesse, and those other brothers that I said, like Angelo, Lola, even Surge, Colt could be good as offensive brothers that can do damage while you tank. And then my other possibility, this is a maybe, you can also use Bo. Bo with the charging super, not the mines. Because with Bo, you can probably sit in the corner as well with some healing, of course, from Bryon or Jaeyoung, Barry. Heal the Bo and do a bunch of damage maybe as well. But Bo is a maybe. So overall, you want to use the best team, Hank, Bryon, and then some damage dealer in the background, like 8-bit, Jaeyoung, Max, to help Hank speed up towards the robot so he doesn't get knocked back too much. A Piper along with Bryon and Hank, and any good damage dealing brawlers. You do want to use, if you want to play it casually, like you don't want to be stressed out by using Hank or Crow, having to be pressurized on using your super or timing it perfectly so that you don't get knocked back or you don't get hit. Just play Spike or Nita on the wall and you should be a-okay. So 2 teams basically at the end. Hank, Bryon, 8-bit, Piper, Angelo, Colt, Lola, Tick as support damage, or Spike, and then 2 good damage dealing brothers like Jesse, 8-bit, Piper, Angelo, Bryon, Colt, 8-bit, and those are all the good brothers and the only hunt. So like, subscribe, goodbye.